Excuse me. I just ate some chips. It's chip dust. Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. My name is Marlon Weeb and today we're going to be doing some 2D illustrations for Untitled Titan. We're going to be doing a cinematic and yeah, going to help me do all those illustrations and yeah, just hang out. It is a strange time that we're living in, and as you can see, I'm streaming from home with a pretty crappy little webcam instead of the usual camera that we have at work, that sort of thing. Hey, Black Mean 2. Yeah, you don't have to say hello, but hello anyway. Welcome to the chat. Xstrom, hello. Soggy Newspaper, hello. Welcome everybody. And Luke's Dev, yeah, good to see you. Yeah, so you get to see the inside of my apartment. Hey Chelsea, welcome to the chat. Chelsea is our office manager. Currently working from home. Not much office to manage right now. But yeah, I hope everybody out there is staying safe and staying inside as much as possible. It's crazy out there. But yeah, in the meantime, let's do some illustration animations and go from there. The reason I'm doing a illustration stream instead of my usual trailer stream is because I have a lot of work to do and I actually need to get some stuff done. So yeah, come hang out and chill. We're just gonna listen to some music and yeah, if you have any questions about how any of this stuff is done, After Effects questions, that sort of thing, please let me know. Yeah, before we do that, there is one thing that I would like to. We had some fairly big news for Industries of Titan recently, and yeah, it is. We announced the early access date. Hey, Derek, good to see you. Thanks for coming on to the stream. Hope everything's okay out there in New York. I know you just moved out there, but yeah, hope all is well. But yeah, I wanted to check out the trailer that we just launched, and please let me know if the if any of the audio or anything is weird. Oh, I'll have some notifications I need to turn off apparently. I usually don't do this from my main computer, so that stuff's usually all off. But yeah, let's check out the trailer.
I believe your future exists here, Founder, where abundant resources lie in ancient ruins. And the people who survive the journey toil for us like we are their gods. Build us a city, Founder. We can all profit from this future. On Titan.
There you have it. There's our announced trailer. Just a couple quick things about that. For those of you who know, when we do trailer critiques, that sort of thing, the reason that we did something super short like this is just because we wanted to get people excited about the upcoming date and for everybody to pay attention to the April 14th when we're going to have some more stuff to show. But yeah, the whole point of this trailer was just to be like, holy crap, we're doing it, we're releasing, and we just wanted it to be pretty big and exciting, which is why we used that track. There was some discussion that we had internally about using that track because it's not necessarily thanks, Derek. Yeah, yeah, I guess animation is kind of my strong suit in this sort of trailer stuff. But yeah, the point, sorry about the quality too, it seemed a little bit garbly because of the compression or something for Twitch. But yeah, so the reason that we chose that music is because we wanted it to be exciting. There was some discussion that we had the music doesn't, because then the music in Titan isn't like this at all. It's very more like what you're hearing now, which is not as upbeat and exciting. So yeah, we decided that the point of the trailer was, holy crap, we're actually launching, and we wanted the music to kind of follow that. So I hope that worked out. It seemed like everybody liked it on the YouTube, which had nothing but good comments so far on YouTube. Rosy Fingers, I think there was a couple people in there, but that had some concerns, but I think overall it's pretty exciting. Xstrom says, coming out April 14th only on Epic and on Steam also. Is there another date for Steam? Yeah, so it's coming out on the Epic Game Store on the 14th in early access, and then it'll go into a year after that. We'll be launching 1.0 on Steam and Epic. So if you want to get in on earlier access now, then you'll have to go to the Epic Game Store. But it will be coming out on Steam once the Epic or the early access period is done. So yeah, it will be coming out then. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, everything. We're working hard, even though we're all at home and stuff. So yeah, just wanted to show that off. Hope you guys are excited about that. And yeah, look for it on the Epic Game Store. You can even wishlist it now if you want, because Epic Game Store has that now. But what we really wanted to do is we are doing some cutscenes, and we're going to be doing animating some 2D illustrations that we got from some illustrators that we're collaborating with. And there's 3 scenes in particular that I want to animate today, and it is a couple scenes from showing kind of Titan from a different angle. So for example, I started working on this one already, got a little bit of animation, but there's a couple things that I want to tweak on it. So yeah, this is kind of showing the interior view. As if any of you know Institute of Titan, one of the cool features about it is that you can actually dive into the buildings and build stuff inside things. So some of your specific buildings you can go into, like your HQ and your factory, and you can build things like the power generator, which you can see in this little animated section here. So yeah, this is kind of just a different view of that. Yeah, you can see just trying to give it a tiny bit of movement, just so it's not so static. And I don't know if you can tell, but one of the things that I'm doing with these is I'm actually, the frame rate for the whole cutscene is going to be 30 frames per second, but the camera movement is going to be 30 frames per second. So in order for things to kind of move smoothly, however, if there's anything moving inside the scene, I'm limiting that to 15 frames a second to kind of give it a more like animation sort of look. If you watch anime, that sort of thing, you know that they do that all the time, where they kind of lower the frame rate and up it when there's a really fast action or something. So I'm kind of going for that look here. And it especially works really well with the particles and stuff when you lower that down to 15 frames a second. It gives it kind of a cool animation-y look. So yeah, we're going to be working on this scene a little bit. Not entirely sure what we're going to be doing, but going to be fixing things here and there. We're going to be working on this scene. This one has a lot more going on. I'm not even sure it's going to render everything, because there's tons of things happening. All of these are particle effects. And same with this, and there's an actual logo animating here. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Sorry, my computer is chugging a little bit. But yeah, this one is pretty close. I did get a bit of feedback that we need to change this to make it look a bit more like the in-game mines. So I'm going to add a little flame and stuff there. We could maybe even do that. I do use stock footage every once in a while, so for fire, that sort of thing. I just make sure to limit it to the 15 frames a second, and it kind of gives it this animation look. But yeah, how's everybody doing out there? Good, I hope. staying at home, staying safe. Hi, Bigosaur. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, so here you can kind of limit this, and yeah, that's kind of what that one looks like. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the logo animations work out with this. Makes it feel really nice. We are going to be doing a little bit more logo animations too. I think it's for, we have this scene over here. Let's see. So we have the scene of kind of representing the transportation in Titan, and panning up to one of the buildings here. But if you see on the corner here, we have a couple logos and stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can put some animation in there. But yeah, where should we start? I do have to. One of our in-house artists, Nick, did a couple touch-ups to some of these characters, and I'm going to be adding those in as well. Something one. Aha. So you can see here that the characters are a little bit. Nick's done all the awesome character designs. If you watch any of the streams of the demo and that sort of thing, you can see them popping up in the corner at the and they advise you on various things. So let's put these guys in there to start. Going in 8. Let's see here. Characters, that's the background character. All right. And here we can see the arm moving and the flashing happening here. And I think it's this one where I actually did. I use a lot of where is it? Like expressions and stuff like that in After Effects. So, for example, I have it set up here so that whenever the Spark controller in the scene before. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of going into pre-comps, which are basically just like collections or like folders kind of thing. Where's the Spark controller? Right here. So check this out. Got a little checkbox here, and this thing toggles on and off. On. You can see little keyframes here. Off. On. Off. And then if you go inside the foreground, I actually have a tiny little script which basically just says like, hey, if that thing is toggled on, then I want the brightness of the character to also flash at the same time. So it's just something to kind of like help me out and automate a couple things. Clockday says the game looks stunning. Super excited. Do you find that you have more passion for animating the cutscenes than the game itself? Well, I'm excited. I'm very excited for the game. Actually, it's getting more and more fun as it goes along. It's really interesting because this is my first. I used to be just a trailer guy, and I kind of felt like somebody who parachuted in on projects, and dived in, did a little thing, and then like took off, and didn't really get to see how things worked inside. And so, yeah, I'm kind of getting more of a sense of how the game development works, and yeah, seeing how a game comes together like this is really cool. And yeah, if you had asked me that question a couple months ago when things were still pretty rough, I would have been like, who knows how it turns out. But now it's feeling really good and really excited about seeing everybody play the game. Biggest source is, yeah, surprised by the attention to detail everywhere. Yeah, we've been working pretty hard on it. Yeah, we got lots of good artists and stuff working on this. But yeah, stay tuned. If you're excited about it, check us out on the Epic Game Store. But otherwise, wait for the 1.0 next year on Steam. But yeah, so I have this little effect here that turns on the flashing, so I'm going to have to do the same thing with Nick's little edit as well. So which character is that? This guy. So let's copy that frame. Go back into our scene. Foreground scene here. Clocked It says, that's great to hear. I can see all the passion put into this game. Keep it great. Thank you very much, Clocked It. Thanks very much for the kind words. It's always very exciting when people encourage us. This kind of game development stuff can be pretty hard. So many things to focus on, so many little details of stuff to work on, and it can be pretty hard. So it's really good to hear when people are excited about it and encouraging us. It's very exciting. If you check out the our YouTube, we have a link to the PAX. We have a little video of what we did at PAX, and yeah, seeing how people played the game and all the good things that they had to say there is very motivating. Sir Karma, hello. It is, yes. Sir Karma, yes, is our is Antoine, who is the voxel artist for Industry of Titan. He does all the, and he's the art director. In fact, he does all the art, the voxel art himself, but also does the art direction in the game. So yeah, thanks for joining. But yeah, I was super excited about where the game is going, and yeah, and we're actually launching. We're doing it. Finally. Yeah, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna replace this. We're gonna add a Nick's little character. Is actually we probably want to have the layers inside there, actually, because we want to link that up to the. Nick actually made it so that it lights up like that. So all we got to do is copy the same expression here and add that in over here. So if we hide other character now, be able to get, look at that. Oh, he's a little bit off. Oh, I know why that is. That is because I think it is a 3D layer. Yes, it is. 3D layer as well, and we'll make sure that it's at the same position. Down a little. Let's make a little null so that we can move that guy down. It's a little trick to make sure that things stay grouped when you move things around. There we go. Okay, now he should be in the right spot. He's not. Okay, maybe that's because... Curious. Let's do that. Ah! Get in place there. Yeah, sometimes when you're dealing with 3D layers and stuff, it's it can be a lot. How's the music for you guys anyway? Turn up a bit. Listening to some of Danny's Titan music right now. Also, if you guys have any other questions generally regarding History of Titan or anything, please let us know. It doesn't have to be necessarily about the animation. Biggest how do you compare your speed working while streaming versus just working alone? That's a great question. Yeah, not quite as fast when I'm streaming, just because I like to explain what I'm doing and answering lots of questions that people have, that sort of thing. So that usually takes a bit of time, which I like. It's kind of fun to work while other people are around. Music is awesome. Thanks. Awesome, yeah. Danny's killing it with the music. There we go, look at that. I might actually end up adding a little bit of movement with the character here. So he's not just totally static. You can always use the good old puppet tool for that. But for now, I think we're just gonna add in all of Nick's stuff first, and then yeah, there's this guy walking. Okay, so let's grab Let's grab this layer. One. But yeah, if you haven't seen we did a stream recently of the actual game demo. If you haven't checked it out yet, check it out on our YouTube channel. Got this dude with a little cart here. There he is. Probably gonna make. Excuse me. Biggest there, is he welding? You don't want to move while welding. Yes, he is. I guess he is welding. Yeah. working on some electronics there. So yeah, maybe we won't get him to move. Maybe move his head or something. I don't know. Like have his hands like this. Just like a little bit of movement might be nice. I don't know. We'll see. What do you think? Oh, maybe if I. Oh, and this guy's separate from the cart too, so I could definitely. Rim lights. It's just on the view. Okay. I could. If I move this little null. Head bobbing or shoulders. Yes, that's kind of what I was thinking. Do that now. I'm just gonna get these guys in, and then we can have a little bit of head bobbing. Yeah, just kind of like, you know, like a little bit of a movement as he's trying to get a good view on what he's doing, sort of thing. Let's call this worker mover. Parent all these. Parenting is such a handy thing, so that way we can have all these layers move at the same time without having to worry about pre-comping it. We might want to have this guy. We'll separate these dimensions. We just kind of want maybe like a little. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit carried away with just this guy. Biggest, or maybe some movement that would show relief when he's done. Ah, yeah, like yeah, that could work. That's a good idea. I'm just gonna do something really quick with this guy. I have a tool called lots of tools. Duik. D-U-I-K. Where'd it go? Here it is. So this is a little script made by someone who's kind of like does a ton of different stuff. It's a fantastic tool for. Fantastic tool for animation, that sort of thing. It's got a bunch of different things. I use a swing and wiggle a lot. Just kind of adds some nice controls. So, for example, let's put this effects thing over here. So for example, if I click on the Y position here and then hit swing, for example, so basically what that does is that swings the variable from like kind of in a sine wave. So maybe if we get like. Oh, although, he's gonna want to. You don't walk like this. You walk more like step, step, step. So it's not like a. It's not like a swing position. So another thing we can do is we can make a little keyframe here. Make one there. Oh, this is pretty long. Let's try 1 second apart. And then let's just raise the middle one a little bit. And then go into the graph editor for this. The value editor. Here you can see the going from 0 to 1. So 0 to 1 like that a little bit. What we want to do is we want to move this one up. Invert vertex tool here. Come on. I guess it doesn't stretch those. So that's pretty slow. Pretty slow. But I think it's the right movement, so we'll just grab this, hold down Alt. that's pretty big. That's a bit too much. Hey, Apotheosis. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well for you in these crazy times. Oh, fire away. Yeah, we're here to answer. We got some people from studio in the chat, so yeah, any questions, feel free. Animation related, Industry of Titan related. Fire away. That's looking a little bit better. And then what we can do is we can do a little, if you alt click on here and do a little expression, there's one called loop out. Basically tells it to take these keyframes and just continuously loop them. Apotheosis just released a dev vlog. It's not a trailer, but it's super out of my wheelhouse. Off camera time, would you be interested in checking it out? Yeah, for sure. I'd definitely check that out. In my other streams, in the Choice Cuts one, I often do trailers. Which we watch on stream and kind of give feedback and see how it feels, that sort of thing. Probably won't watch a devlog on stream now, just because I feel like it's going to be a bit longer. But feel free to hit me up on the Discord. You join our Discord, and then my name should be on the side. So, yeah. Hey, Hyper Sapien. You really excited for Industry of Titan? Awesome. Yeah, we are too. We're excited to finally have it out there in people's hands, even if it is in an early access capacity. Yeah. Played it at PAX. Oh, awesome. Yeah. It'd be in an even better state when we get it on early access. But yeah, glad you enjoyed it. You weren't one of the people that we interviewed in the video, are you? Posted a little video of the PAX recap sort of thing, and we interviewed a couple people. Oh, okay. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of animation here. Here I can show you the full, the one scene that we're working on right now. So this is kind of a view of an factory or a HQ sort of thing. You waited along more than once. Well. Wow. So does that mean you got even further the second time? How did it go? I'm gonna lower this guy. And actually, while we're here, I think the cart should do a little bit of something here too. Just a little wiggle. Controls are up here. Just a very slight one, maybe like 1. I want it pretty fast because it's kind of like vibrating on the floor. Yeah, waited once in line, got to the front of the line, but then at panel I wanted to hit 10 stars, so I had to duck out. Ooh, yeah, sorry about that. But you came back. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, strategy games at PAX. Yeah, it's a bit tough. Apotheosis says, what is my username in the IoT Discord? It's just Marlon, Marlon. Yeah, feel free to hit me up and send me a DM if you want. But yeah, if anybody else has like a trailer or something, we could definitely take a little break from this and watch trailers and give feedback if you want. But yeah, hit me up on there. It kind of works. Might look better if once we. So there's the trick is to use this thing called Posterized Time, which will limit things to 15 frames a second, which is basically 1 frame every 2 frames of the actual video. Hyper Sapien is working from home. Oh, nice. The old work and lurk. Nice. Yeah. Good working and talking with you too. It's nice to, since we don't have any, we're not working in the office anymore. It's nice to have other people to chat with. Yeah, that's not bad. There we go. Would be nice if, let's see here. Ground shadow, perfect. We'll just put that right there. Oh, autosave. Shadow doesn't move. Extra, can I add you to your friends on DC? Sure, if you want. Hello, Flannel Violin. Welcome to the chat. Just making some illustrations here. Just doing a little walk cycle-ish. You see the guy in the background walking. We'll just let's see. Just need to get him to move a little bit, and we do that using the position, and it's 3D. Okay. Say that is the stopping point, and push him into the bed. Ooh. Oh, okay. Gonna have to use Gale for this one instead. Flannel Valley, you just named a foster cat after Dorian from Necro Dancer. Nice. Odd. Aw, Dorian. So you're a Necrodancer fan? Flannel? Okay, so we're gonna have to... Oh, you did? Oh, nice. Yeah, we're actually gonna be in between community managers for a second, so yeah, we might not be... I'm not sure who's on the Instagram right now. I'll have to get that checked out. But yes, thank you for doing that. So, what I was gonna do... I'm gonna change this name. Art guy. And... standing worker. Yeah, you watch a lot of Condor League, a whole bunch. Oh, nice! So you know Elad and all those guys? You love watching people be good at Necrodancer. I'm just less good. Yeah, Necrodancer is very, very hard. If you watched our Christmas stream at all, yeah, it's a very hard game. Even us who've been playing it for a long time have trouble with it. Okay, here. So instead of doing, thing is here is that right now these layers are not really 3D. I can show you what it looks like. Yes, so this is kind of what it looks like behind the scenes. So there's some 3D happening, but most of it is actually 2D. And so if I move this cart guy in 3D space, then it's gonna look a bit weird. Hey Spoo Twitch channel. Biggest or how long is this whole animation supposed to last in the game? Oh, it's gonna be maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Yeah, it's gonna be for lore. We have some lore stuff, which you will get to see on the 14th. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fake this guy's. Do a little fakery here. Make him down into the foreground a little bit. There he goes. Oh, music got hella loud. Okay, hold on a second. Oh yeah, this is yeah, this is a track by Matt Creamer, who's a local musician. Did this track for this local dev for a game called Odd Realm. Highly recommended. Super good. The soundtrack is almost worth it. Hey Pete. Yeah, so check it out. Little dude, cart guy's walking in the corner there. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where did I put that posterized time? Did I put it in here? Nope. I don't think I did yet. Okay, good. Because I want this to be... Let's try this. Posterized time. And want it to be half the frame rate. How's it going, Pete? Oh yeah, that was the combat track too, so that was the last one. There he goes. Haha. Yep. Oh, thanks, Pete. We also did check out the this awesome animation over here with the plasma over here, which Danny says is like OG Star Trek warp core. Where is that? Main, I think. Last containers. Yeah, here they are. I was pretty happy with how this turned out. Oh, also, I got a new glow plugin. Been using real glow. What I actually need is deep glow. Yes. I want a little bit more. I'm gonna see a little bit more of that. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. And you can see I've lowered the frame rate for these things too. I don't have the glow animated right now, no. I could. But right now it's just kind of working with the stuff that's in there. But I mean, I could like have kind of like a kind of pulsing effect sort of thing. Example, if we use the swing thing, sure. How about that? Is that good? Like that? Wow, wow. Nailed it. Yeah. Okay, so that's too much. That's too much. And too fast. So let's make that 0.5 instead. Still too much. Let's do 0.25. Oh, we can only do 3. Yeah, it's alright. Just a subtle little glow. Oh, I also did some fake UI stuff. Which I was pretty happy with. Lots of the best plugin for all this is the noise function, which is basically here, I'll show you. Noise, fractal noise. Basically, this function, and just like you can do all kinds of different stuff with it. Max, yeah, blocky. So yeah, use this for like digital type stuff. Yeah, and you just like put glows on it and lots of modes, that sort of thing. And eventually you have, you know, a warp core. It's pretty cool. Amazing what you can do with this program. Okay, so we got one more guy to insert in here. He's good. Or they're good. I guess they're not all dudes. Person over here. Standing worker. Okay, so that person Nick has an edit. This one. We're on to the Necrodancer tunes. Let's see. I don't know if this character is going to be doing anything. So it is kind of weird that they're just standing there. A bit weird, huh? Excuse me. Oh, every cough now, I'm just like, ugh. Don't worry. It's the first cough I've had. So, I think it's just dry in here. I feel the need to, like, if I cough at all ever, I feel the need to, like, announce, like, I think it's this. I just ate some chips. It's chip dust, I swear. Okay, let's animate this little guy. See if we can get. So the thing is, with this one, because the spark highlight and the no highlight we want to move together, we need to actually pre-comp this. So that we can. Which gets it tight. Thank you. Oh yeah, flannel. I didn't even think about allergy season. Yeah. It's okay. I don't have COVID. Just the plague. Yeah. Yeah. Bring back those classic viruses like the plague, please. Okay. So what we can do, I think, and I'm always going to save because the public tool has sometimes crashes things. What we can do is auto tracing. Okay, good. So a couple of pins. This guy, this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's weird. No. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to separate the head. And then, yes, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna separate the head. And then move that independently of the body. Because the body can kind of squish a little bit. But that head needs to kind of be solid. Hey, Tic Tac Foe. Good to see ya. Were you just streaming some Necrodancer? Speaking of, some Necrodancer tunes. Okay. See if we can remove the head of this guy here. Might be able to do it without going into the shop. Take this guy's head off. We want this one to be. So, building worker body. Oh, but the thing is, decapitate the head. You were a video. The game is silly. What? No, it's a very serious game. Okay, so we actually need to do this inside. Oh no, actually, we're gonna have to make. We're gonna have to make 2 pops. Because I'm gonna have to pre-compose it again. Welding worker. Welding worker. No head. And then. Putting the pre-cups there. Come on. Try to keep my projects organized, but sometimes very easy. And then we're gonna duplicate that and then say head. Okay, now we can do it. Oops. Tape layer. Sometimes that happens. Go head, and then we're just going to copy that mask. And we'll go ahead and paste that mask, and then we will invert it so that it is that. But because now we're missing a portion of his head there, we got to kind of fill in that hole to make sure that the illusion stays. That, and then put a fill effect so that we can really try to match the color there. I think that's pretty good. Extra, here's a question. How did you come up with the name of the Interesting Titan? Oh, I think that was Ryan Clark. You know how he loves play on words, plays on words. Not exactly sure how to say that, but yeah, he had this idea for this game a long time ago. Made a prototype, and yeah, it's a play on Titans of Industry, which is a saying people say sometimes. Yeah, it's basically a play on words. And the other cool thing about it is that the name conveys a lot of stuff before you even play the game. Like if you just heard the name, hey, there's a game called Industries of Titan, you can kind of get an idea of what the game's going to be about, right? It's going to be in space, it's going to have something to do with industry, right? So it kind of conveys the city building industry nature of it. It is a really good title. It's hard coming up with titles for games. It looks away for a second and no longer has a head yet. Don't worry, it's still there. We just gotta actually put it on. Plump. There we go. Now we can take this and we can do a little dance. Sometimes I wonder how many indie games out there start with a title and design came later. Yeah. I don't know, it's a good question. Or jokey ones, I guess? I think they had the idea for this game before the title. I'm not entirely sure. Keeping project organized is worse. Doesn't matter if it's a game or a game. Because you got more than 2 S, it becomes a mess, yeah. The other thing with that is that I find that the closer I get to being done, as I start out, I'm like, alright, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the project where everything's going to be in the right spot. It's going to be perfect. And then I start, everything's beautiful, and then it gets down to the wire, and I'm just like, put things here, put this over here, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just like slap it in, and then it just gets really messy near the end. The floor is lava game, yeah. Hot lava. That's right, maybe they did. Oh. But yeah, now that we have the head moving, we could do, okay, here's a little, okay, now what we want to do is we want to save your work right now. If you're working from home, save your work. Save break. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to, uh-oh. This works. Okay, we want to make the body this way. We want the body to kind of be squishy a little bit. We don't want it. See, it kind of has a little bit of give. The head will stay normal because that is. And what we can do using this fancy little tool over here. Let's see where it is. Add bones. Here it is. So they have this really handy thing where puppet tool, you select pin. So we want this pin. Add bones. Now there's an invisible control layer that I can actually move easily. And then what we do, we just parent that to head. Now, if I move the head, look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Puppet tool is so fun. Puppet tool is amazing. And if we wanted to, if we really wanted to, we can actually make his hands move too. This one? Over here? Oh, this. So, yeah, let's animate his head a little bit. Fabricating to the beat. Yeah, we should do an alternate take of this one. Get the illustrators to make one where they like raise their hands and start going like this a little bit, and then it eventually just turns into full-on dancing. I don't think I can move. Here, let's see how high we can move these hands. Perfect. Yeah, it's a bit too far. Puppet tool I find is really nice when the movement's really subtle. Could have him do this a little bit though. Record answer minigame, assembly line, rhythm game. Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure that's in what's the Rhythm Heaven, which is probably one of my favorite rhythm games ever. Okay, so we just want to move his head just a little bit. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit easier on myself and make a null control layer and parent this to that. Oops, that was two. So now I should have full control over this soggy newspaper. Yes, Rhythm Heaven. So good. All right. So what we want to do is we want to have him. So let's see. I think kind of like look down when the spark goes, and then like look up after he's finished. Maybe right about there. Head mover. Hey, Pixelizator. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just animating some fabricating to the beat here. Any info on how much extra time will cost? I'm not sure offhand, personally. Maybe somebody else in the chat who knows. Yeah. I just make heads bob like this. That's my job. So we're gonna get him to look down as this thing's going down a little bit. And a bit. Yeah, Rhythm Heaven. So Karma says price will be announced a bit before EA release. Yes. Yeah. So stay tuned. Follow our Twitter, go on Discord, that sort of thing. Okay, not bad. Biggest Star, do you have some music for this scene already? Yeah, oh yeah, this thing's all planned out already. I don't want to show it though. I'm just showing the scenes because this is actually stuff that I need to get done anyway. Yeah, you'll get to see the whole thing on the 14th. Yeah, Danny has some IoT tunes on Spotify already. That's actually what we're listening to. Yeah, Spotify. Just Google or Spotify search for Danny Baranowski. He's also got a Bandcamp and stuff if you prefer that sort of thing. But either way works. Okay. Well, Oh, we can also animate. Huh? Oh? Yeah, I think that'll work. Slight. Oh yeah. Well, this yeah, the music isn't going to be quite this exciting when or it's not going to be have this much rhythm. It's going to be exciting, but it's not going to have this much rhythm. Maybe we can do a little. I will smooth out the. I kind of like that. Kind of like admiring his work a little bit. Let's face. Yeah, there's a couple things that we need to fix. I usually like using linear keyframes initially just to kind of get a good sense of like what timing is and where things are going to land. And then I'll smooth it out with curves. Okay. Going with the curve editor. Actually, let's just speed things up a little bit. We'll just do easy ease. Sometimes that does a trick. That's not bad. Okay, I just need to fix the graph. I want him to kind of lean into his poses a little bit more here. I believe it's void. Danny's going to be doing some tweaks to it, though. Here we go. You need to extend those. Usually like having the extended ease on the out kind of thing. I feel like when people move, it's like moving quickly and then kind of settling into a position rather than the other way around. Hey, sorry to disrupt. Oh, I'm doing this on stream. Just no disruption. No disruption. How are you getting glowing on the character? Are you using the same asset and distorting the levels or something? Oh, you mean this? Oh, actually, so that's literally just let's go pretty deep here. Nick just made 2 different layers, so I can just toggle this on and off. So that's how that's happening. And then I have that triggered using an expression. Okay, I'm just gonna finish doing a little curvy bits here. Haha, chicken. It'll look better when the... I think you should do another head tilt. So he's like, huh? I'm gonna do one extra little head tilt. Might be too fast. Yeah, I see what's up. Oh, he's doing it twice, I see. Oh. Oh, okay, moving things around here. Maybe too fast. Okay, I got an idea. I'm gonna have to fix the other. Adjust that. Getting there, it's getting there. Almost there. Okay, I think that works for now. Need to change when the spark controller goes off there. Which is my fancy little script. Oh, but the sparks are still going. Interesting. Where? Happening. Should be working. It's close. Okay, all I need to do is make this so foreground. Make this so that posterize this time. Posterize time 15. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, yeah. I've just been focusing on the one guy here. Okay, sometimes the posterized time thing doesn't really take for some reason. Because this. Can I just posterize time this? Sometimes it's weird when this works. And what I have to put in. Nope. That seems to work. Scripting is really strange in this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, neck kind of moves weirdly. He's a professional. He's a professional, Antoine. Gotta put his. He's got special gloves. It's fine. Okay, I just like that movement right there. And I think that's because you're not. Yeah. The other ones are fine though. Yeah, there we go. Happy with that. All right, let's see where we're at with this. Pretty good. Oh, you think they have OSHA, but they have OSHA on Titan? No regulations on Titan. I love that. I'm really happy with that. Sweet. Okay. Cool. So there's a couple other things I need to do in this scene yet. I really want to animate this. No, not this one. Where is it? Fog. I really want to animate the fog too. Have it move around a little bit. Yeah, thanks, Soggy Newspaper. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to animate the fog and maybe do some stuff with the lighting up here too. Pixelator says, this is fine, this is only an employee, you can no longer work in the industry. We could maybe learn back to citizen to monetize it. Somebody's been paying attention to Titan lore. Okay. So yeah, want to animate the fog. Something with the lights. I feel like this guy is standing a little bit too still. We can maybe do something about that. Layers within layers here. Let's figure that out. And let's move the ground shadow to the side of the character. Move the character around a little bit. And good old top it all day. Might have to do a similar thing where we here take his head off. Take their head off. Try not to do this. There we go. Take that. Final says, okay, I'm gonna go walk and avoid people outside. Yeah, it's so weird walking outside now, isn't it? I had a really weird interaction with somebody where I was trying to walk up a staircase a really narrow staircase up in my apartment building. And somebody's coming down at the same time, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna back up and then leave so that they have space to. And then as the person walked down, they were like, "Oh, I'm not scared." And then I was just like, "Well, it's not really the point, I guess." It was a very strange reaction. There's a park and we pass people. Neither of us use the sidewalk. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of what we're doing here. Yeah. Strange times. That's when you cough loud. Oh no, don't do that. That's just mean. That's the same as like when there is rules when we first get VR. It's like don't scare the person who's in VR. That's actually like. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing where we just duplicate this guy. Deal source versus. Trying to keep it clean. Pixel later says, "I'm not scared, but would you step back a little bit? Like something around 5 meters would be fine." Yeah. It's not really about being scared. It's about, being aware of other people around you, and that we can all be, unknowing vectors of transmission, which is a reason to avoid. Okay, here we go. We're all in the same. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Oh, it starts to get really messy. Full. Go. We're going to copy these contents, put them in the no head one. Get rid of this because they already have this. And mask, convert it. And for this one, I think we're going to need a little bit. Actually, we might be able to get away with just lowering the head. Oh, I'm going to make sure the head is behind the body. Rotation point, so that we can do a little bit of rotation as well. Look like it's up or down. Probably won't rotate it that much. Okay, and we can start doing the same thing before. Not need a puppet tool because that's the head. This one. Let's add a bone to that. Pin right on the top of his head there. Yes. Oh, actually, my bad. Go ahead. We need in lower down. That's what I want. That way we can start parenting things to it. So that'll be able to control. this, the meter. I think I just want this person to kind of like duck a little bit. Thinking. Ah. Maybe we can get him to... Maybe take a step? Could, maybe? That goes to these. Bit of movement like that, maybe. Little known fact: Titan workers can tuck their heads into their bodies. Puppet tool so fun. But yeah, for serious things like this, just a tiny bit of movement is enough. You can do a tiny bit of a step. On a tiny bit, just ever so slightly. Keep the Y values. Beautiful, thank you. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this for another 10-ish minutes and then call it there. Seems like things are kind of dying down a little bit. Anybody else has any more industries of question? If anybody has any more questions about Industry of Titan, please let us know. Maybe that should be a new segment. Industries of question. Not too subtle that notice it. Move his whole body as well. I think I can do with. This one needs a bone. Let's just make them. Let's just give them all the bones. This one. Everybody gets a bone. Watch what I'm saying. This is the mid body, and this is. To attach to the mid body, and we also want the head. Make sure that that follows the mid body as well. We don't want the feet to follow the mid body because we want that to there we go, get a nice sway going. Hey Hyper Sapien, are we in Vancouver? Yes we are. Yes. We have an office space here, but right now we are just dispersed amongst our homes in the foreseeable future. Okay, mid-body needs to move. Shift it over slightly. Why isn't the head? Oh, that's what I undid that. Oh, you're in Seattle. Oh, yeah, Seattle's nice. You should come on down to Vancouver. The beautiful city. And the most temperate city in Canada. Fun fact. I've lived in many cities in Canada, and yes, Vancouver is the most temperate. By far. I used to live in Winnipeg. You guys know what that is? Like one of the coldest cities. One of the biggest, coldest cities on Earth. down to Vancouver. No. Canada. Come on up to Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver, Washington always confuses me. When I'm Googling things about Vancouver, I have to make sure that it's not Vancouver, Washington. Hey, Graham Quest. Love the stream. Yeah, thanks. The puppet stuff is fun. The way... It can get pretty silly if you do too much movement with it, especially with subtle stuff like this, but the way that I kind of get around it is I add the... Oh, this needs to be attached to that shadow as well, actually. Ground shadow. This should be attached to the mid-body as well. Because then... Yeah, that's the shadow shifts. Grand Quest, do you work in After Effects a lot, too? Hypersapien will be doing a job search in the future. Vancouver's a bit of a hotspot for game jobs. Yes, it is. Yep, we have a lot of game stuff here. I haven't used Duick in a long time, but like the pins it makes and what I'm seeing, yeah, it's so handy. The other thing is that they don't show up if you get outside of these comps too, right? So no pins. Look at that. This move is very subtle. Very subtle. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, this is for the little cutscene that we're doing for Initiative Titan, coming out on the 14th of April. Yeah, that's very subtle. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. I like where it's going though. Nice emoji. Love that. Yes, gotta start over again. Yeah. Move them. That's not bad. That's not bad. Graham Quest, beginning to go into hobby game dev too, since After Effects and Itch all works well together. Cool though. Usually I mess up puppets by continuously rasterizing and realizing that should never happen with puppet tools. Oh yes, yeah. Oh, pre-comping. That's a fun thing. I'm gonna make the move a little bit later. Getting pretty close. And then problem is I can't do the, because I want to do posterized time, but I can't posterize time here because I think that'll mess up the. I think this will mess up the movement. Oh no, it doesn't. Right. Oh right, I have to do the posterized time. These things specifically. That. Now it should move. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. We get their head to move and stuff. Well, usually you do an expression for posterized time on time remap on the outer comp that saves you time. Yeah. Well, it should. Honestly, it should be working if I just put posterized time on here, but the reason I'm not doing it out here is sometimes that messes, like when the camera moves, and sometimes you have posterized time, then the actual thing like jitters. Yeah, it's finicky. This is the way that it works for me, so I'm just gonna continue doing it this way. Honestly, it seems like it works a little bit differently on like every single comp that I do. Yeah, it'll have to do for now. I'm gonna call it soon here. Does anybody else have any Initiative of Titan questions, or I don't know, questions about this animation, etc.? One thing that I'm trying to is like you can kind of see here. Here's an interesting posterized. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can see here that the posterized time is not moving with the camera right here right now. Yeah, Graham, this is all raster art. Yeah. Hyper Sapien asks how many artists are on your team. We have 2 full-time artists, and that's Antoine or Sir Karma in the chat, and Nick Gunn, who does all the character stuff. He did the paint overs here. But for the illustrations, we actually outsource them, the contractors. Yeah, and then they did the 2D art, and then I'm animating. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to rasterize time on these things specifically. Glad you like it, Plathiosis. Here, I can show you before I end. I can show you one of the other scenes that we got going on here. See if this will render. Hyper Sapien originally learned about your game from Clement. I guess he was contractor. Yes, we contracted and worked for him for like VFX in the game itself. Yeah. But we have someone in house that does it now. Do you know Clement? Are you from Japan? I believe he's also from Japan. You also don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Some Vancouver? Just because I think Clement is also local to Vancouver. Try this expression on the outside comp of the fire particles, posterized time 1. Oh, sorry. Right, you're from Seattle. Right. Apologies. Yes. Yeah, he's doing some pretty crazy stuff, for sure. Hey, more Seattle people. Have fun staying inside. Yeah, hopefully it's not as bad in Seattle as it is on the other coast right now. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Oh, and you're saying put that expression on the time remap, right, Graham? Yeah, so this is one of the other. I'm just seeing if we can watch this whole thing first. Use that question on it, yeah. Let's see if this thing renders. And then turn off the effects. Finicky. Matthew says, what indie games do you find are most inspiring? Personally, I really liked Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds was one of my favorite games. Outer Wilds and like Lucas Pope games, Papers, Please, Oberdin. Oh, when it comes to 2D animation like this. Haha. That's a different question. Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, the Homeworld, what was it? Deserts of Karak? They have a really interesting style. It's kind of like painting over. It looks like they paint over a video, that sort of thing. That's pretty cool. We just don't really have the resources to do that right now. Gris, probably. Oh yeah. If I ever say we should keep Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds straight. Haven't played either. Outer Wilds is the space one. Okay, so here's one of the other scenes that I'm in. Hoping to animate some dust or something coming from the back of the truck. But I was pretty happy with how the lights flicker and stuff. And I have to change this thing in the background. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Graham. Yeah, before we go, I'm going to try that trick that you talked about. We'll see if that... Okay, so... Oh, the other thing is that... I'm going to have to... Okay, I'm going to have to pre-compose this. And then I think this will be... Why is this all yellow? Oh, right. Gotta make sure to move all attributes. And then we're using particular. Oh, and then we have to make sure that we're selecting the other layer in the scene 8. We have the spark controller, sparking checkbox. Yes. Aha! Oh, the other problem. This is why I never did this. This is why I never did this, is because I have a whole thing set up. Probably still do it. But I have this layer set up so that it should. It is gonna work. Oops. Yeah, it's not quite working the same way. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to oh man. Every time it's a little bit different. Because you can see here when it's over here, then it's you can see that it's like creating those extra little sparks there. Yeah. I'm gonna use that trick. I'm gonna keep that trick in mind for next time. Okay. think I'm gonna call it. We got to do some animations. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not it's following the camera, and it has this layer on it that's actually making it bounce. It's like affected by physics and stuff. Yeah, a lot going on. Yeah, there's probably a better way to organize all this, but it works. Anybody who's gonna watch this afterwards isn't gonna notice it. So, yeah. Thanks for the tips, though. I'll try to keep that one in mind for next time. Hey. Yeah. Cool. I think I'm gonna call it. Thanks everybody for hanging out while we do some animation and stuff like that. Thanks for hanging out at my house. And yeah, get excited for Industries Titan, and it's coming out on the 14th. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Good to see you. Nice to meet you all. Grand Quest, Hyper Sapien, Apotheosis, saw your newspaper. Pete, of course. Yeah, stay safe, everybody, please. And yeah, take care.